Good night. Next news. This is the #1 place to retire in the US for affordability and perfect weather. Travel+Leisure. Cary, North Carolina, ranked at the top. Below are your comments. Laughlin, Nevada? I have lived here for 25 years. There's no real healthcare here except across the river in Bullhead City. It's a senior citizen town population of about 7,500. We have one grocery store, 2 gas stations and extremely hot temperatures from late May until late September. In the summer it's usually 110 plus and we do get 120 plus for a few weeks in July. At night the low is usually 90 plus. AC is a must. Whoever does their research is undoubtedly not qualified. Calling Cary affordable shows that very little research was done for this article. The Cary portion of my real estate taxes rose 57% last year, with my overall real estate tax bill rising 37% in a single year. Town government is quite liberal, looking to spend on things most people do not want. They proposed a $590 million bond for new town centers and project planning, including $10 million for the planning, not the building, of an Asian garden. The bond did not address the expenses required to run these new facilities, which would have resulted in additional tax hikes. Fortunately, the bond failed on election day despite major marketing by the town with very misleading numbers related to the tax hikes that would be required. The downtown park cost $70 million with annual expenses of $7 million, ridiculous to call Cary affordable as I can. Our people firsthand that had to move because they can no longer afford to live here. I've come to the conclusion these towns, cities pay for this rating suggestion since they change yearly, if not more often. The best places would rarely change, same as beach ratings, which has a new best beach every year. Lived in Cary, moved from Cary in 2024 to SC due to high taxes. Tax increases on real estate, vehicle taxes. My home doubled plus in price in a matter of 5 years, so sold it. Bought for $500K and sold for $1,050,000. Not sure where the affordable comes into play. If it snows at all or rains a lot, it's out. If it's muggy or buggy, it's out. If the winters are cold, then it's out. That leaves Southern California and Arizona. If you can't handle the heat, then Arizona is out. That leaves Southern California. If you don't make 6 figures in retirement or have an 8-figure nest egg, then you got nowhere to go. Metairie, Louisiana, is basically New Orleans. We lived there for 50 years and the weather is awful. Summers are brutally oppressive. Humidity is unbearable sometimes. Late fall is the best time to be there. Healthcare should always be first on the list when you retire, not mentioned in the report. I looked at Zillow. $600,000 for a 2,200 square foot house. No thanks. This is what I found after doing a simple Google search. The median home price and average rent in CA are higher than the national average, making it an expensive area to live in. The other choices were also places older people really shouldn't retire in for many reasons. This is a trap. Do thorough research before making any decisions. Also try to stay there for a month or 2 as a test run. Living somewhere is not the same as vacationing there. Perfect weather is a matter of choice. What is perfect for one person is misery for another. As much as I hate the heat in summer, I would never live anywhere where the seasons pretty much stay the same, or go to either extreme. I do love the cold, and wish it was cold longer. But I like living in the Northeast and on Long Island. I just count the days down until this fall and winter. I left Cary for the same reason I left NY and Florida. Way too many loud New Yorkers. If you are a North Carolinian, CARI stands for Containment Area for Relocated Yankees. Cute but true. A temperature range of 32 degrees to 89 degrees Fahrenheit is far from what I'd call good. When you find a place with a temperature range of 50 degrees to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, let me know. Otherwise, I agree that North Carolina has many nice places to live. They consider that affordable? Oro Valley as 106 days above 100 degrees. You call that great weather? CARI, affordable? Lol. Maryland is a high-tax, high-crime state. Retirees are leaving in droves. Best happiest place on earth is where you are with someone to love and someone that loves you, smiling face with hearts. I think this was hit piece for Florida, which is Republican-controlled and one of the fastest growing states, and where I live now. No income tax is nice and we have limits on how much our homesteaded properties can grow each year. Plus adult deductions for seniors. I think I will stay here. Cary, North Carolina is one of the most expensive cities to live in NC. I know, I live not far from there. There are plenty of other towns that are affordable and wonderful to live in. I know, I live in one of them. What planet do you folks live on that you think the weather is great year-round in La Neve and Az? Have you visited these places in the summer? Best place to live is West Texas. Mild weather with low humidity, great healthcare in Lubbock, and still very affordable housing. Contrary to the belief of some, this is not tornado country. Good and honest people live in the West Plains. We're not the big city types. Taxes are the big issue for us. State income tax, state local sales tax, XES, local property taxes, etc. affect our retirement budget much more than the cost of living. 25 years ago we moved from a high-tax state to a low-tax state and we've never looked back. If we move again, it will be to a similar state where they don't crush the citizens with tax after tax. I think they are playing down the problem with the weather there like most of the South has. There are hurricanes and tornadoes as well. Not to mention the area is prone to flash floods. I would not live any place south of the Mason-Dixon line. It is often too hot and the weather for the most part is good, but when it is bad it is seriously bad. I am quite content to stay here in Michigan where it gets cold and snow, but that is not a continuous thing. Often the weather does not get too hot. The hottest it gets is the low 80s and the coldest it gets is around the high 20s and usually for NLY a few days. Then there is the fact you are in further than 5 miles in many direction there are lakes and it is ALW. AYS green. Maryland? No way. 31 degrees October 3, 2024, 32 degrees last week. I am old and I have various forms of arthritis. Add a little rain during those 7 cold months and you can go through a box of Kleenex every few hours. From crying, Cary is not far from me. I am selling out this summer and going south. It appears from the comments that finance website Go Banking Rates doesn't have a clue. Let's face it, there are no more affordable places to live in the United States. Any decent city that has good healthcare, good schools, low crime rate, and job opportunities are going to be uber expensive, where $500,000 may get you a 1,000 square foot home. It's insanity and only. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you like it, please thumbs up.